Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here in Vietnam and today I'm going to show you the most incredible, unusual, and amazing hotel that we've stayed at so far here in Vietnam. And we've stayed at some really interesting ones and some really great ones, but this one is unique. We are at the Wyndham Cam Ranh in Cam Ranh, Vietnam. We are in a villa at the beach here in Cam Ranh, and it is such an amazing experience so far. We've been here for a few days, and I'm going to give you guys a tour. I'm actually inside the villa right now, but I'm going to go outside and show you out here. Let's start right here. So guys, this is the front entrance to our villa. Walk in, and I'm going to show you the best part first. I usually save the best for last, but I do not want you to miss this. This is all a part of our personal villa. A table here with 2 chairs, 2 chaise lounges for sunbathing. Obviously, I have mine propped up have mine set in the shade. As you can see, I'm very happy with this color, so I think I'm going to keep that one and not keep getting darker. Look at how beautiful this pool is. I love that they planted these trees. I've noticed in every one of the villas, there is a tree right where there's another villa right here, right where the pool is. And look at this, gorgeous. What a huge pool for our villa. And the beach, not too far. Let's go take a look at it. It is right here. Look at that beauty. All this ground open here. And you can walk over to the beach and out onto the private Wyndham Garden Beach. All this area is the private Wyndham Garden Beach. And they've got these hedges for privacy. But wow, look at that. So beautiful. We have been really enjoying our time here. It has really been very fun. So let's go inside. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom villa, and it has a full kitchen, a washing machine to wash your clothes, and let's see, we'll show you everything down here. So we're going to start, it's actually 2 floors. We're going to start on the lower floor where I am right now, and you can go out this door here. To go out, this is considered the front door, and you just use the key and tap here, just like normal. Up is to lock, down is to unlock. And so there's a tap on the other side as well, which is how you get in to the villa, because the front door that you saw earlier out here is just open. So if you order room service or whatever, anybody could just walk in, but this part here is the part that actually locks in your villa. And they have room darkening shades, sheers and shades, depending on the level of privacy that you want. But guys, several times we have lost each other in here because we haven't been in a place this big in a really long time. It's crazy. We're in a hotel, but it's a pretty good size hotel here. You've got this lovely couch with the chaise here and this extra chair, which is actually super, super comfortable, and a really nice big TV. We've been enjoying catching up on some Netflix and such programs. There's another slider here that you can walk out from, and then a window there. But look at this table for 6, because this is a villa for 6 people. You've got a couple of spots here at the counter if people want to sit there. And then as you can see, we've got the full kitchen here. Just had some water delivered from housekeeping. But you've got all of this, plus you've got a microwave, and ladies and gentlemen, an oven, yay. Let's see, we've got the phone here. This door actually goes out to the pool deck, so you could come from the pool deck around the corner in here and into this bathroom here. And it is a full bathroom actually, so you've got your sink area in here with your mirror, but then you've got a shower here, just a regular shower. It's not fancy because this is just to wash off, I think, for the pool. It's not like one of the full bathrooms. And then here is your commode with extra toilet paper. So that's pretty nice, I think. And then of course, you gotta love a place that has your washer and dryer, or sorry, just a washer. We hang out to dry. In here is just like storage stuff, electrical stuff, all that kind of fun, you know, mechanical things. So nothing in there, but this has been really great to be able to wash everything up properly. But this is absolutely incredible. So one of the things when you check in, they don't really usually expect people to cook. So they don't have all the dishes and stuff, and they only provide you with a few things like cups and mugs and things like that. But if you want like plates and bowls and silverware, chopsticks, all that kind of stuff, pots and pans, cooking utensils, you tell them when you check in, and they deliver the stuff to your room, to your villa after you get in. We did that when we got here, and they had it delivered within, I think, like 15 minutes or so. So that's been pretty good. So let's go on with this tour. So from here, look at how big this is, guys. This is really crazy to think. This is probably, I'm gonna guess, around maybe 2,500 square feet or so. So pretty crazy size, to be honest. And air conditioners everywhere. There's actually 2 units just doing this outer part here. So you can see the vents here, and then you can see them over there as well. And then each bedroom has its own. Each bedroom has its own bathroom. So here's the stairs that go up. We'll go up there in a minute and look at the 2 bedrooms that are upstairs. These little light panels are really cool. Those are for the bedroom. These are for the bathroom. So there's a full bathroom here. And this is not the master. You'll see why in just a second. So I've been using this one as my own bathroom down here, and my husband is using one of the upstairs bathrooms as his bathroom, which we're sleeping up there, so he's just using that. And then I come down and get ready here in the morning. But this is nice. It's got the shower with the handheld and the rain shower as well, which is nice. And then this window actually has frosted glass on the other side of it, because your neighbor is on the other side there. But even with the frosted glass, they also have this nice roller blind that you can do. And then in Asian style, as you'll see upstairs as well, there is a glass window right here. You'll see from the other side. So they have a nice blind there as well to cover that up. So let's look at the room here. This is our kind of landing zone. So we have basically all of our things down here, both of our suitcases, and this is where we set up. So as you can see, this is obviously not meant to be the master because you've got twin beds down here. So this would be, I guess, where you would put some kids, but we're using it, me as an office. That's my stuff on the desk over there. And then my suitcase, Rob's suitcase, and then just stuff strewn about. But there's tons of space in here. This is dirty laundry, don't look at that. But there's space to store stuff. Closet space is good as well. They do give you some robes and some slippers, which I'm currently wearing, some flip-flops and robe. And then on the other side of the closet, you'll see there's a hair dryer and some drawers and some shelves. I mean, you could stay here for a long time, honestly. Each nightstand has an outlet switch, and then the lights are actually in the middle. In this room here, it's set up a little bit different upstairs. I'll show you that in just a second. And plenty of little lights, like the nightstand lights, are nice and low. And then you've got your chaise chair here, and this here, you can just look out onto the pool. And you could go out to the pool right from here. So, and these lock, these are interesting. The door, you slide it down to open it and slide it up to lock it. I've not seen that before. That's a new one for me. And as I mentioned, my desk and all that kind of good stuff here. So let's go upstairs, and I'm going to show you what it looks like up there. Okay, so we are upstairs. Up here, it's just 2 rooms and a couple of different viewing balconies outside. So when you come up the stairs, I'll show you here. You come up the stairs right here, and from down there is where we came from, down there. And up the stairs, this is all glass here, so it's not like just empty. It's a glass partition. So there's one room here. There's a door here, which you can go out through. And then there is a room here. And look at these panels, are interesting. Turn that on. And these are the bathroom ones. So those are the lights, all different ones. There is a slider here as well. Behind here, guess I will go out there and check that out in just a minute. But here's the bathroom. It's a nice little modest bathroom. I think the other room is the master. I'll show you that in just a second. Bathroom's different, but here's this one. You got a sink, the commode, and a shower. And the shower has the handheld and also the rain shower head as well. So you've got that. And then this window is actually frosted. And then they also have this shade that you could put down. And this window, in classic Asian form, is a window into the bedroom, which we'll look at in just a moment. So this is all the space you've got here. They come and refresh if you want more water, or if you want more, like they brought waters when they do the room. They put those in the bathroom to brush with if you want to. And then here's the bedroom. Nice looking room. This is actually a really good size room. It's a little bit bigger than the other one because this one does not have a balcony. But you've got this storage area all here. Some glass shelves, just making it look fancy, and a little cubby here with outlets in there for some reason. And then you've got a closet, and they give you beach flip-flops and some robes as well that you can wear and take with you. And then there's one on the other side as well with a hairdryer up here. And you got two nightstands with light panel only on one side. And then you've got outlet on both sides, which is really nice. So this is the glass partition from in the shower, but thankfully you've got that blind there, so it's no problem. Nice area here with a nice TV. And then you've got the desk with a desk chair, and this window here. This, however, is a little bit bright in the morning. Unfortunately, they didn't put curtains on it like the rest of it, which is nice and dark. But in the morning, this is pretty bright right here. And then this window just looks out this side here. And these units behind us actually have a pool up here instead of down below like we did. So that's what that looks like. You can kind of see the chair there for that one. And then all the others basically have the pool down in the main area. So that's pretty much this room here. Let's head to the other room across the hall, and I'll show you what this one looks like. Let me turn all these lights off. And then we'll come across this way. And here's this bathroom. Let's turn all those lights on. And so the reason why I think this one's the master is because it has a bathtub, which is nice, but shockingly enough, we did not use it here because we have the pool. Absolutely no need for a tub, but it's nice to have anyways, especially if you have little kids or whatever. Here's the sink, commode, and they give you all these. See, they brought water here as well. You've got liquid hand soap, yay for that, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And again, you got the divider here, and this one's open because we're not using this room, goes into that one there. We'll look at this here in just a minute, but here we've got the other bedroom. So another king bed here. So unlike downstairs where there's the two twin beds, up here both rooms have a king bed, and all three of the rooms have the ensuite as well as that other extra bathroom downstairs as well to use like the pool bathroom or whatever. But this looks really nice. It's a good size room. Maybe it is the same size as the other one, but then you've got the balcony up here. So everything's the same here. You've got the light panel and an outlet here with this one. And then on this side behind that lamp is also another outlet, and then a chaise, and then again the desk. This desk is a little bit bigger than the one in the other room because it doesn't have, so this room doesn't have, if you remember in the corner here, it had that little glass thing with the little cubby. Instead, the cubby is right here. So if you needed to store more things, plus more electrical outlet, Let's see if we can get outside here. Open this up. Let's see which way it is. This way? We're stuck. Let's see. Oh, I think it's this way. Okay, hooray. We did it. Okay, so as you can see, this is the balcony here. I'm gonna walk out there now and see what that's like. I don't know how to get out. I haven't gone out there yet. Can you imagine? There we go. Okay, so here's the balcony area. It's pretty good. You can actually bring a chair out here and sit if you wanted to. It's glass here. I know it doesn't look like it, but look at that. Beautiful view of the ocean. It's low tide right now. You can normally see the water here, but it's low tide, so it's pushed way out. There's a few people out there, but you can look down from here at our pool, which is down below, right there. Looks pretty good. And you've got neighbors on both sides and all the way down. And actually, down here, where you see that wooden wall, is where the main pool is for everybody to use. So that's pretty good, actually, to have that much available. And then you're able to, I think I got it closed, and then you're able to use the big pool as well as the little pools at each of the villas. And then this is another deck here on the side. Look at how big this is. And then from here you can go up, and this would be where you would have the pool above, like the villas over there, but this one doesn't have anything up there, no furniture, nothing. It's just, it looks basically exactly like this. But from here, you also have a great view out to the beach. Very pretty. And this glass awning is the one from downstairs that we saw earlier. So it's a pretty amazing place. I'll give you a little review here and run some numbers for you from the Wyndham Cam Ranh here in Cam Ranh, Vietnam. All right, guys, so I'm gonna rate this one a little bit differently than I normally rate hotels because it's obviously very different than the rest of them, but I'm gonna give you a few tips and tricks for this place. This is such an unusual experience within the Wyndham Hotel brand, and it's really quite interesting because when you get here, so there's no driving in the property. There's probably a couple hundred villas, and only about, I think there's like 10, 14, something like that, villas actually face the beach, like the one that we have. From the pool that you can see the beach. And then there's a secondary row behind us of villas that have pools on the top deck. Like I mentioned earlier, that top deck, they have a pool up there instead of down here like we do. And then these are the two kind of like bigger type villas. This row of the one that we're on facing the beach, and then the row directly behind us, they're the 3-bedroom ones. And then all the other ones are a little bit smaller, and they have a little bit smaller pool as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit smaller, you could get that. But we booked this with points. We're new to the Wyndham brand, and they had a really great deal on their points going. So we decided to go ahead and buy some points. But what we noticed was that you could book any of the villas for the same amount of points. So it didn't matter if you were getting the 1-bedroom, 2, 3, whatever, they were all the same amount of points. So we thought, why not get the villa that's facing the beach? So we thought, we'd splurge and go with this one. Ended up costing us about, if you do the conversion, it's about $100 a night to stay here. This was a vacation for us, obviously a little bit more than we usually spend on an accommodation, but this was a vacation for us. And so that's actually why we sought this out. We were looking for something on the beach with a private pool. and this place delivered through and through. The cool thing is that there is actually also a hotel tower, which is where the lobby is located. And once you check in, they actually bring you down here, because you're not going to walk down here with all your stuff, because it's a fairly lengthy walk. It's a pretty good sized property. So what they do is they have like little golf carts that they put you in with your luggage, and then they bring you down to your unit and your villa. And then if you want to go anywhere, you just call them on the phone and let them know, hey, I need a buggy to go to such and such. And then they'll come and get you and take you to that place. So that's pretty good. And if you want to get like a car to leave the property, you just have to go to the lobby area and then get the car from there, because no cars are allowed beyond the lobby, essentially. So just around the lobby building and the hotel tower itself, the cars can go there, but anywhere where all of the units are and down the pathways is not for cars. It's just for what they call the buggies, the golf carts. So that's pretty cool for getting around. As I mentioned before when I was giving you the tour of the kitchen, make sure that if you're planning on cooking here in the unit, that you ask them for the pots and pans and the plates and all that kind of stuff. They kind of already know what to bring you, so they bring you all the stuff, you know, knives, a whole like butcher block of knives, a cutting board, all kinds of stuff, a strainer, pots and pans, and then like some more plates, 2 different kinds of plates, 3 different kinds of bowls. So that was pretty good. It was more than enough for us because there was just 2 of us, so that worked out really well. They do have a small gym. I didn't end up using it because I did so many steps just walking around on the property, didn't actually need it. And then I brought my bands, so my exercise bands, so I just used that. So I didn't go to the gym. And then they do also have one huge central pool, well, actually 2 of them really, central pool. And they do activities there as well. They do like, on the weekends, they have like aerobics instructors come and do workout classes like water aerobics, which has been was kind of cool to watch that. There is a restaurant there as well. You can sit and either have drinks, or a bar and a restaurant. You can either have drinks or you can eat or whatever, and it's kind of just open air there right by the beach. And then, as I mentioned also earlier, there's a whole private beach just right in front of the hotel, and there's a big sign, and there's actually a cute little place where you can take pictures. It says Wyndham Cam Ranh with a little swing on it, where you can sit and take a picture by the water on the beach. So that's pretty cool. But this was really a great experience, really enjoyed it. It was nice to kind of just come here and just stay and not feel like we had to go anywhere or do anything. Sometimes it's nice to just come and just sit and not do a lot. And so we really enjoyed that, especially when we come to the beach. And if you're on the beach, it's just nice to just come and enjoy it, enjoy the sounds of the water, enjoy, you know, swimming in your private pool without having to be concerned with anybody else around or kids or anything like that. Really liked that. I would rate this probably pretty high. But it's really unusual. Now, a couple little things about it is that it is very close to the airport. So if, you know, airplane noise bothers you, then that would obviously be something to take into account. It does not bother us. We actually love that sound. And it's not like there were 100 planes taking off a day. It's not a super busy airport. So it's not like it's, you know, nonstop. It's not super early in the morning and it's not super late at night. It's mostly just during the afternoons. So no big deal there. And it's honestly really was not that loud at all. But it really, the nice thing is that from the airport, it was maybe about 8 minutes when we left the airport to when we arrived here at the resort. So that's pretty cool that that is so close to the airport. However, also it was kind of far from anything else. So as far as the grocery store, it was about a half an hour ride, about 30-minute ride into town to get to the big grocery store. There's a couple little ones not too far from it, about another 5 to 10 minutes away from the property itself. But for the most part, there, you know, it's a little bit isolated, but we knew that going in because we always take a look at the map and see what's around. There are other resorts around. You could go to the restaurants at the resorts, but you could also order room service here as well. They do have breakfast menu. They have a late night menu as well, desserts, and I mean, even like steak, pizza, sandwiches, burgers, and of course, tons of Vietnamese food as well. So lots of different options there. We really did enjoy staying here at this property. Wyndham Cam Ranh, and if you do see that Wyndham Points sale, really jump on that, because it was such a great deal to be able to grab this villa, the beach villa, instead of getting, you know, one of the other ones that were further back. It's nice to be able to have that view out front, as you saw upstairs from that bedroom up there on the balcony. Just going out there was so beautiful and so peaceful to be able to just see the ocean. I don't know, there's something about that for me that I really enjoy. So hopefully this has been helpful to you if you're looking for something unique and you're looking for something special. I would say this is the one. And if you guys have questions, go ahead and leave those down in the comments section for me. Oh, one more thing I did also want to note is that the internet is not amazing here. It's fairly slow. And when everybody's on it, like in the evenings, you know, after dinner or so until bedtime, it's pretty slow. So just know that if you're working on stuff in the evening, it's a slow go. But we had no trouble using our eSIM, but we did have trouble with the actual Wi-Fi from the property. So just kind of keep that in mind. So again, let me know. If you have questions, leave those down in the comments section. Hopefully you enjoyed this tour of this amazing villa here in Cam Ranh, Vietnam. I'll see you guys next time.